Stephen Colbert's perfect response to GRRM's HOTD/Dragon concerns. If you've been enjoying this season of HBO and showrunner Ryan Condal's House of the Dragon, you're definitely not alone based on how the viewing numbers have been growing week after week. One person in particular who's been liking what he's been seeing is literary and live-action mastermind and best-selling author George R. Martin. Not a bad person to have in your corner. That said, it would also be safe to say that GRRM has some very specific rules when it comes to dragons in his universe, laying out his Dragon Manifesto earlier this month on his Not a Blog site. Here there be dragons. Let's just say that GRRM has a tiny bone to pick with the HBO shows regarding dragons and the proper number of legs. The show's got it half right, both of them. GRRM wrote at one point in his blog entry, Game of GRRMs gave us the correct two-legged sigils for the first 4 seasons and most of the 5th. But when Danny's fleet hove into view, all the sails showed 4-legged dragons. Someone got sloppy, I guess. Or someone opened a book on heraldry and read just enough of it to muck it all up. A little knowledge is a dangerous thing. A couple of years on, Holders of the Dragon decided the heraldry should be consistent with GRRM of GRRM and yes. But they went with the bad sigil rather than the good one. That sound you heard was me screaming? No. Those damn extra legs have even wormed their way onto the covers of my books, over my strenuous objections. Well, never let it be said that late-night host and fantasy fan Stephen Colbert isn't willing to offer a professional fan's perspective on such an important geek matter. We're geeks. We use the term as a loving compliment. During the Meanwhile segment from Tuesday night's The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, at the 1:45 mark in the video above, covered GRRM's reaction to Dragon Legs issue, letting the author know that he respects where he's coming from, before speaking on behalf of millions of readers out there. Got it, George. And I bet you'll totally nail the correct number of Dragon Legs in the Winds of Winter. If you ever finish writing it, okay. Colbert responded before adding with hand gestures, less of this hands talking, more of this hand.